What up, guys? Welcome to It's a Nighttime YouTube channel here. Alright. Here we go. I'm here just trying to give out my thoughts about Sekiro Shadow Dice Twice, and I know there are lots of videos on YouTube right now just talk about a basic trick or something tips, what is a tip, what are the tips to actually go for Sekiro Shadow Die Twice, because it seems like Shadow Die Twice is a little bit of a pain in the ass compared to all other From Software Souls-like games. So here I am. I know I'm a little bit outdated, but just for content wise, I'm gonna give out these tips and I'm gonna let you guys know what's my opinion. Tips for beginner. Now, a shout out to my friend Ziki. Now, Ziki actually just bought the game, and I really want to let these tips reach him as fast as possible. So listen up, Ziki, because you need this tip. There are 3 tips that I can highlight here, the most important one at least. For my opinion, again, it's for my opinion. You can always check other videos, tips, and stuff. The first one is the blocking or the perfect parry. Now, Ziggy, or anyone else who's watching me right now looking for the tip, the first thing that you have to understand in Sekiro Shadow Die Twice is that the blocking and the parry window is so forgiving. 100%. It might seem like you need to exactly tap it at the right moment to actually get the parry done right, but nope, that's not how the games works. Now, the window is quite forgiving. The frame rate, the FPS is super forgiving. It's actually fun to actually experiment on once you understand how the parry window work. So, in other words, for you as a beginner, always think to tap. Always think to tap. Always have that mindset to tap. Always have that mindset to block first and not try to get the exact timing. Because if you try to get the exact timing, that's when things gonna get pretty rough for you, and that's when you start to feel like, damn, this game is super hard. So try to get that block first and then tap it at the right moment as the enemy swings your attack. That's my tips for blocking / parry window. Alright, the second one, the tips for you guys who've been looking for these tips, is pull up to the first tips that I got, the bosses. Alright, now in this game, the bosses or regular enemies, whatever, right? But in this game, what you have to understand is that the enemy have their own specific movement. It may seem like it's hard to actually read their movement, but it's pretty easy once you actually understand the whole full set of their movement. Literally, if I have to break down Genichiro moveset, I can literally list it that he got less than 5 moveset on his first phase, and then second phase less than 5 moveset, and the third phase less than 5 moveset, which I'm trying to say is it's not a lot of moveset. It's not a lot of combo varieties that goes on the bosses. Now, it may seem like it's quite similar to combo A to combo B. It may seem like similar for these bosses, but it's not similar. Once you actually get the hang of it, you can actually tell the difference between combo A, B, C, combo whatever combo that the bosses have. Master their combo. It's the same method, the same formula as you go for any Dark Souls game, any Souls-like game. It's the same method. Master their movement is the key. Memorize their movement is the key. Parry. Now that's when it comes for the first tips. Like I said before, in the first tip, you gotta block and then tap. The reason is why I'm not telling you to go for a perfect parry yet. It's because of this. You need to memorize the moveset of your enemy. You need to memorize the moveset of the bosses, because without memorizing your moveset, things gonna get a lot harder for you because you always die, right? Blocking this game at least will build up your posture damage, but it won't damage you unless you use the Kuro Charms, which is another story. But yeah, it won't damage you. You won't take any chip damage. It will only be able to damage you if your posture got broke. If they break your posture and you got hit after that break, it will damage you. If you perfect parry, your posture will never break 100%. So all those are the tips here so far. Block, tap, block, tap, block, tap, block, tap. That's what you got to do. Rinse and repeat until you actually memorize the moveset from the bosses. Now, once that's done, put these 2 tips away. This is bonus tips. I'm telling you guys, this bonus tips, and you guys need to remember, each time you hold block, your posture damage that built up at the bottom screen there, it will decrease or deplete much faster. That's the rule. Every time you hold your block button up, that posture meter on you will deplete much faster. So keep that in mind. You gotta know how to play defense and know how to play aggressive here. And another thing is the health. Your HP and your posture meter kind of like connected to one another. Like if you have less health, the lesser health that you got, the slowest or the longest for the meter to go down. So just keep that in mind. Final and the third tips. One of the tips that I say very quite important to most of you guys that happens to be a beginner for this game. The third tip is this is like connected to the skills as well. Now most newbie won't know this, and I believe From Software actually make this thing quite difficult for them. Yeah, Mickey counter is really important. Now there are very much more important skills tree that you can get other than a fancy ass moveset or something like that. You know, that this skills tree, my suggestion would be go for any that have posture damage related, or your own posture damage, I mean posture meter related. Any skills that you can go for, try to get that posture damage or posture related skills. That's really useful. Posture is the key in this whole thing. Posture is the key in the whole thing. You gotta make sure that you got a good offense on the enemy postures, and you gotta make sure you got a good defense on your own posture. Now, if you're a first timer here, you might just want to spend a lot of skill points on this unnecessary skill. And some actually said that the breath of the dragon is actually breath of nature. I think that's what they call it. Is actually the most important skills, because it gives you HP back after you connect a death blow to your enemy. I disagree. I think posture damage is really important skill. Posture related skill is really important for you. Mickey counter, the Shinobi Eyes is really important for you. Ascending Cob, Descending Cob, those are very important skills for you to get through the game much easier compared to the Breath of Nature, because for Breath of Nature you will get it despite not spending money. Now listen, you will get it in the game. You beat a certain boss and you will get that skills. You will get the skills where it actually healed you after you connect a death blow. It doesn't matter if you didn't get the one in the skills tree yet. The skill tree one is just like a bonus. So just keep that in mind. Alright, when you want to spend time for your skills, make sure you spend something that related with your posture. That is my tips. That are my tips. So thank you so much everyone for actually dropping by. Now if you're new here and actually just found this channel, I'm really active in just like freaking flush out love more contents, and please support me. I love you guys so much. I work really hard, man. 12 shots a day and 4 freaking content a day. That's like a lot, man. That's hard. Please consider to subscribe. Love you guys so much. You're about one purpose and one purpose only. And you know the word. Spread love, baby.